Good afternoon. My name is Clay Mitchell. I'm the assistant principal here at C. Hannah Elementary School. C. Hannah Elementary houses the 5th and 6th grade student population for the Oxford City School System. So I'm going to be talking to you today about a problem of practice in our school today that I've done a research project on, with the solution to that my committee and myself came up with for that problem of practice. I'm going to talk a little bit about the school itself. So I'm going to start off talking about some of the demographics with our school system here at Oxford. As I mentioned, C. Hannah is a school in the Oxford City School District. The Oxford City School District has approximately 4,000 students, kindergarten through 12th grade. We have about 650 students here at C. Hannah between 5th and 6th grade. We have about 336 students as of today in 5th grade and 314 students in 6th grade. So we have 650 students as of today here at C. Hannah Elementary. Our racial composition is a little bit interesting here at C. Hannah. We are 24% black population, 6% multiracial, 6% Hispanic, and the majority of our population, of course, is Caucasian. 64% of our school here at C. Hannah is Caucasian population. Interestingly, we do have a pretty rapidly increasing minority population, not only of the black population, but especially our Hispanic population. Here in the Oxford City School System, in the past 10 years, there's been a large influx of Hispanic families, so our Hispanic population has increased dramatically in the past 10 years, which accounts for the addition of several of translators that we have through our school system for our Hispanic population. Another interesting fact of the Oxford school system, we're actually 62% free and reduced. So we are a poverty level school system. We're 64% free and reduced here at C. Hannah, and one of our K-4 schools, Cobart Elementary, is actually 81% free and reduced. So not many times at conferences people are astonished at the level of free and reduced population here at Oxford is 62%, but we are 62% as a school system free and reduced. Interestingly, almost opposite of that free and reduced rate is that our average family income is $50,000 and 55% of our adult population is college educated. So those demographics don't always match in a lot of places. The level of poverty as compared to the level of family average income and family or adult educated population. So that's a little bit unique to Oxford also. But that is our statistics here at Oxford and some of the statistics here at C. Hannah Elementary. The problem of practice for my focus is the discipline of 5th grade black males. In doing research on this situation, research shows that each discipline infraction results in 15 to 20 minutes of loss of instructional time. So each time a student's discipline results in an infraction or being sent to the office, results in an average of 15 to 20 minutes loss of instructional time, not only for that student, but for the entire classroom. The study ongoing here at C. Hannah encompasses 3 years of discipline data that I'm going to talk about in just a few moments. The goal is to increase classroom instructional time by reducing the number of discipline infractions and thereby reducing the amount of loss of instructional time within each classroom. The black males here at C. Hannah compose 12% of the school population total, but over 33% of the school infractions. So therefore the discrepancy of a 12% population group comprising over 33% of the total school infraction or discipline infractions. Therefore, that led to me focusing on that group for my problem of practice. I'm going to draw, this is a snapshot of the discipline for 2013-14, part of the discipline, not all of it. I want to draw close attention to this 2.01 infraction insubordination. If you'll look here, you'll see that 13 black males received that infraction that year, and I'm going to compare that with some data in just a few moments. But that shows you ethnically the breakdown of our population and the breakdown of our number of discipline infractions for 2013-14 school year. The impact of discipline data on our stakeholders. As I mentioned just a few moments ago, the impact on students obviously is the loss of instructional time. It also affects overall classroom academics and accountability test results. So loss of instructional time results in less classroom instruction, which results in an impact on classroom academics and our accountability test, which of course here at C. Hannah Elementary is the ACT Aspire test. As I mentioned a few moments ago, 15 to 20 minutes per infraction loss of classroom instructional time. And this has an impact on the parents by their student being affected academically. I've had many conversations in the past 3 years that I've done this study with parents on not only dissatisfaction with their students' academic performance, but their classroom behavior and how that has had an impact on their students. Their students' grades have decreased in the past few years due to the increase of discipline infractions. So that also was another contributing factor that led me to focus on that for my problem of study. The first thing that I did in this process after doing some research on the problem is to form a committee. The principal and I together formed this committee. And the committee was formed to research and find a proper classroom management system to address our problem with classroom infraction, especially in the 5th grade black male population. We're going to expand that, and I'll talk about that in just a few moments. Research that we performed showed that the CHAMPS program was the most viable solution to our school-specific problem. I'll talk about the CHAMPS program in just a few moments. That's the program that we chose as our solution to our problem of study. One of the two large deciding factors for us choosing the CHAMPS program was the level of student involvement. There's a large piece of this program that involves students on the development of the program, the development of the procedures, the development of the protocol that's used in the school classroom and in the overall school. And so therefore students get to have input on what they're being held accountable to. The stakeholders indicated satisfaction with the program. I'll talk in just a few moments. We did random surveys with our student population, our parent population, and our faculty population, and showed a large positive response from all 3 of those groups on this program as we explained each one of those groups what the program entails. And I'll talk about that in just a few moments also. Limitations on the decision making. The primary obstacle, of course, was financing. Many of these programs that we found through research were very costly, including the CHAMPS program. So, of course, the number one problem was financing this management system. The committee agreed to complete a grant application. Fortunately, the CHAMPS program does have available an application for a grant to fund the program. The grant involves $100,000 for the CHAMPS program, and fortunately, C. Hannah was awarded that grant 3 school years ago. So $100,000, which includes not only materials, but also ongoing professional development, which is another large piece of this program that I'm going to talk about in just a few moments. The criteria for measuring the solution. The committee agreed that the solution needed to be approved by the faculty. In a early 3 school years ago faculty meeting, we presented some of the specifics of the program, why we needed a classroom management program, and why we chose this program, which I'm going to talk about right now. We agreed that and the faculty agreed the solution needed to have ongoing professional development. We felt like a large reason that many academic and classroom management systems failed to be fully implemented was that it did not have ongoing professional development, which not only resulted in the program not being implemented to fidelity, but also lowered the motivation to implement and use programs, and therefore programs many times were thrown to the wayside, and we didn't want that to happen. So this program has another large piece to it of ongoing professional development. And as I mentioned a second ago, the second deciding factor was the large part of student involvement with implementation. Students play a large role in developing the procedures and the rules that are part of this program. So they, again, as I mentioned a few minutes ago, the students have a large say on what standard they're being held accountable to as far as their behavior. Feedback on the solution. CHAMPS, as I mentioned, was chosen as the final solution. Feedback we gained by issuing random surveys to, as I mentioned, to parents, faculty, and students. All 3 groups mentioned satisfaction with the choice of the CHAMPS program. We had a family night where part of what we did that night, not all of what we did, but part of what we did is present to parents some specifics about this program, why we wanted to implement the program and what was going to be the benefit to their student. We talked in that a large part about students having a large piece of involvement in developing the program and ongoing professional development for teachers so that the teachers stayed motivated and stayed properly trained on implementing the program so that it would be successful for their students. And again, the goal was to increase the amount of instructional time for their students. CHAMPS was the final choice of the committee. It was implemented 2 years ago, so 3 school years ago, not counting this one. We are currently 2016-17 at school-wide implementation. The emphasis again is on classroom procedures and rules, and we wanted teachers this school year, all teachers, to have their classroom procedures established and posted in their room by September 1st. 3 school years ago, we started with random, a select few classrooms implementation. The second year, we went to a grade level implementation. The third year, we went to grade level and some elective implementation. Now in this school year, 2016-17, we're at full school-wide implementation, meaning every classroom in the building implements this program. And just as a side note, the CHAMPS program is not a cookie-cutter box program. It's a mindset that gives parameters and strategies and allows for you to customize those strategies to fit what the needs are of your school specifically. So you have leeway in the program to change, leave out, add in things that will benefit and fit the population of your specific school. The 2013-14 school year, black males, as I mentioned earlier, comprised 22% of the school population, yet accounted for 34% of the school discipline infractions. There was a decrease of 10% of infractions committed by black males from 12-13 to school year 13-14, so a decrease of 10% in that 1 year, and that was selective implementation. The selective implementation began in the spring of 2012-13. Infractions committed by 5th grade black males decreased another 18% from school year 13-14 to 14-15. So we went from select few to a grade level implementation. We saw another 18% reduction in the number of discipline infractions in that 5th grade black male population. Again, showing the program was doing exactly what research showed that it was designed to do. Coming back to year 14-15, a few minutes ago I showed this same snapshot from 2013-14. If you recall, the insubordination infraction showed 13 black males, I'm sorry. You see here in 14-15 that number is reduced to 9. 13 to 9 may not seem like a dramatic decrease, but when you multiply that decrease over 30 infractions that we have in our code of conduct, ranging from level 1 to level 2 to level 3, again, you can see that there'd be a large decrease in overall discipline infraction, which is exactly what we experienced. The program adjustments. This school year, we will gather ongoing discipline data on the 5th grade black male population. We will have ongoing meetings and have had ongoing meetings with our student council to gather student perceptions about classroom procedures. What does our student population feel is good? What things do they think need to be changed? Again, as I mentioned from the outset, there's a large piece of student involvement in the development of this program, which is part of the reason for the program's success. We're going to talk specifically with 5th grade black males. We're fortunate here at C.E. Hannah to have a black male faculty member who not only teaches, but also serves as a mentor and a counselor for us with that specific population. We felt like we needed to have someone to relate specifically to that black male population, which we found to be extremely successful. He needs to talk to them about character, classroom behavior, outside of classroom behavior, respect for authority. We feel like that along the program is what's contributed to the dramatic reduction in our number of discipline infractions in that black male population. We're going to expand the focus to overall discipline beyond the 5th grade. In other words, this year and in leading years, I want to look at overall discipline throughout the school, white population, Hispanic population, female population, because we do feel confident we're going to see a reduction over several years' time in those populations and the number of discipline infractions also. Thank you for your time and attention. Again, we're very excited here at C.E. Hannah and the impact that this program's had, not only on our discipline and our amount of classroom instructional time, but in our environment, in our overall personality, if you would say, of our school. Students are excited, parents are excited. We have many positive conversations with parents, positive phone calls. Hey, mom, dad, want to let you know your son's doing a great job. Here's something he did today. Those type of things to build that rapport with parents, to not only help when there's problems, but also to celebrate the success of their students. So we're very excited about the impact it's had. We're very excited about the impact that we feel like this program is going to continue to have at C. Hannah, and very excited about the impact we feel that it's going to have on all of our populations, not just our minority population. Again, thank you for your time and attention.